no. This phone. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijan Vallabha Girivaradari Gopijan Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijan Vallabha Girivaradari Gopijan Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jam Vishnupad Pramsa Pravarjagacharya Stotra Shata Shri Srimad Srila Abhay Chandraminda Bhaktivedanta Swamakarat Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai Namachara Shahardastak Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरी गोवर्धन की जय निताय गौर परमानंदे हरि हरि बोल All glories to simple devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to simple devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to simple devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaputadi Shmatradhana Swamiti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaputadi Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paschatadi Shatarine Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, Chapter 2. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Text 14. Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotishvashesha Vasudati Vibhuti Bhinam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotishvashesha Vasudadi Vibhuti Bhinnam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotishvashesha Vasudadi Vibhuti Bhinnam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Koti Shvashesha Vasudadi Vibhuti Vinam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam
Govindam Adi Purushantam Aham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagatananda Koti.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagananda Koti.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam.
Tad Brahmaniskaram Manantamashesha Bhutam.
Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Govindamadi Purushantam Aham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagatanta Koti.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanda Koti.
Koti Vashesha Vasudhati Vibhuti Vinam.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam.
Tad Brahma Nishkala Manantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagananda Koti.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanda Koti.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vindam.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Bhinnam.
Tad Brahma Niskalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Mataji.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagatanda Koti.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavatu Jagadanda Koti.
Koti Shashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam.
Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam.
Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yasya, of whom? Prabha, the effulgence. Prabhavataha, of one who excels in power. Jagat, anda, of universes. Koti, kotishu, in millions and millions. Ashesha, unlimited. Vasudha, Adi, with planets, etc. Vibhuti, with opulences. Bhinam, becoming variegated. Tat, that. Brahma, Brahman. Nishkalam, without parts. Anantam, unlimited. Ashesha, Bhutam, being complete. Govindam, Lord Govinda. Adi Purusham, the original person. Tam, him. Aham, I. Bhajami, worship. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets, with different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Purport. This verse appears in the Brahma Samhita 540. Each and every one of the countless universes is full of innumerable planets with different constitutions and atmospheres. All these come from the unlimited non-dual Brahman, or complete whole, which exists in absolute knowledge. The origin of that unlimited Brahman effulgence is the transcendental body of Govinda, who is offered respectful obeisances as the original and supreme personality of Godhead. The translation of the verse again. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets, with their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Madhava ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणममि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So here we discuss very important theme of Chaitanya Charitamrita, that we understand, at least try to understand, to have some idea about who and what is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes. Otherwise, because we can see the Lord in human-like form, we can easily misunderstand that He's like one of us. And of course, the highest understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is that He is one of us. But that in order to not have material concept of He is one of us, we should understand first the tattva of the Lord. This is extremely important for everyone who wants to advance in spiritual life. The tattva is crucial to understand, not just for grown-up people, but also for the children. Yes, because if many times we can see that parents think that they can give good impressions, nice impressions to their children from devotional service, and this is good and should be. They should have the most beautiful impressions in their life in devotional service. But many times parents don't give tattva to their children, sound foundation in Vaishnava philosophy. And then what happens, most dangerous thing is that children at certain age uh, tend to think that this is just the religion of my parents. This is most dangerous thing, yes, and most detrimental actually, because this is not a religion. This is Sanatan Dharma of every living entity. And if one misses it, he misses the most valuable jewel. Yes. And therefore, understanding of philosophy, proper understanding of who we are, who is Krishna, what is our relationship, is crucial for any kind of spiritual development. Yes, and therefore we can see in all different scriptures there are so many descriptions that one may think that they are even boring about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his opulences. For example, Prabhupada stressed very much, if you want to understand properly the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to first study nine cantos very diligently. Yes. And then, after studying 9 cantos, under the guidance of enlightened souls, then we can understand the 10th canto, which seems so ordinary uh, that one can miss the essential point. Yes, so here we can see Lord Brahma in Brahma Samhita. He's worshipping the Supreme Lord Govinda as the original source of everything. And Lord Krishna explains and confirms this in many different scriptures. For example, in Bhagavad Gita in 10th chapter, he explains Aham sarvasya prabhavo maddak sarvam pravartati iti matva vajanti mam buddha bhava samamvita. Yes, I'm the source of all different worlds, spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. And those who know this, in truth, they engage in loving service with love and devotion. Those great souls. Yes. And by understanding this, that everything comes from the Lord, we should understand that not only these planets and different universes are coming from the Lord, but also our inner universes, we can say, our thoughts, our emotions, our ideas, our desires, everything comes from the Lord, internally and externally. So as long as we disconnect our internal worlds to Krishna, we haven't understood devotional service. We haven't understood bhakti. Yes, and therefore these different qualities that are explained by Krishna are crucial to understand. In the evenings we read from Bhagavad Gita, these different qualities mentioned in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita at the end, from 13th verse onward. Yes, and it's good to know them, because in that way we can understand what pleases Krishna. It's because Krishna repeatedly, verse after verse, says, such a devotee who has these qualities is very pleasing to me. I'm very satisfied with such a devotee. So yes, we want to please Krishna. This is bhakti, to please the Lord. And as we mentioned, one of the most difficult qualities is to be always satisfied. Isn't it funny? We want to be happy, but it's not easy to be satisfied. Yeah. But it's impossible to be happy without being satisfied. Yeah. So this is very important. This is a service to Krishna, to be satisfied. Yes. So be satisfied in any situation. There are so many situations that we can complain, isn't it? We can complain every day from morning till evening. There's no um, reason not to complain. We could say everything is going wrong in this world. But Krishna is sending us these situations just to understand that I'm in illusion. As long as I'm identifying with my body and with this situation, with my upadis. Upadi means designations. I'm this, I'm that. As long as I identify with this, I will suffer, because this is the world of suffering for those who are disconnected with Krishna. And Lord Kapila Dev explains this type of consciousness in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam as Pritak Bhava. Pritak means separate, and Bhava means existence, or consciousness, or emotion also. So if we separate our emotions from Krishna, and we give vent to our anger or dissatisfaction, whatever the circumstances are, we cultivate separate identity from the Lord. Yes, because the Lord says that being satisfied is for my pleasure. So be satisfied, even though you may be accused of something you haven't done, or maybe everything goes wrong in your day. Maybe your friend betrays you, or there is someone with bad temper and he shouts on you, or something. There will always be something that we can be dissatisfied and become defensive. Yes, we defend ourselves, defend our honor, defend our name, defend our comfort, defend this or that. And we want that the world would turn according to our desires. But it will never turn according to our desires. It's not possible. Is there any one of you who has such experience that the world turns according to his desires or her desires all the time? Not even one. And we can nowhere met such person that everything goes according to his will. Yes. So we can say that no one can fulfill Krishna's desire to be satisfied. Everyone can be dissatisfied all the time. Yes. The phone started to complain. Yes. So we should understand this. That actually, when one becomes a devotee, he doesn't suffer the reactions of karma anymore. This is explained by our acharyas. One who starts devotional service, he comes under the protection of the Lord. And everything, what is happening, may seem like karma. looks like karma, but actually Lord is sending us different experiences that are needed for our spiritual growth. And this is very important to understand. And even if we are devotees and we still complain, that means that we don't want Krishna's mercy. Yes, we complain against Krishna's mercy. Because Krishna is sending us different experiences just to transcend our conditionings. But we protest if we don't agree. Yes, so as we read from Srimad Bhagavatam in these days, yesterday and the day before, Prabhupada mentions that, and in Bhagavad Gita also, that the sign of spiritual advancement is not try to fulfill Prabhupada states, to neglect the needs of the gross and subtle body. Yes. So the gross and subtle body have unlimited needs, unlimited desires to fulfill. But we should understand it's not possible. It's not possible to fulfill them. We should just focus on fulfilling Krishna's desires and be satisfied with everything that comes. Yes, we gave this example of Saint Francis of Assisi, how extremely satisfied he was. And he preached to his brother Leo how this tolerance of inconveniences is the highest form of happiness. Yes, to be happy with whatever comes in our life, even if it's most painful. Yes, for gross and subtle body. Pain in subtle body, or pain of the heart, is even more excruciating than pain of the body. Yes, it is explained in Shastra that the pain one gets from the wound of an arrow is not so painful as the arrow in our heart from the harsh words of another person. Yes. So, yes, our subtle and gross bodies will suffer. Actually, will feel pain, we can say. Sridhar Swami Maharaj, this Jolly Swami, maybe you have heard about him or even knew him. He said something interesting. He said that that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Yes, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So we have to choose whether to suffer or not. But pain will be there. Yes, it's inevitable. This is material life, and pain is there pain has, of course, its message that something is not good for your material survival. If you put our hand in the fire, we'll feel pain just to take the hand out of the fire as soon as possible. Otherwise, if we wouldn't feel pain, our hand would be destroyed by the fire. So pain is necessary for survival. But we should understand that these pains that we receive when we become devotees are Krishna's mercy. Therefore, Krishna will never send us such pains that will destroy our life. At the end, material life will be finished somehow or other. But he will send us different tests to advance further and further. But therefore, we should welcome them. Welcome these distressful situations with happy heart and with being satisfied all the time. Yes, this is God's commandment, be satisfied. Yes. Therefore, it's so needed, this understanding that everything comes from the Lord. So, also our conditioning comes from the Lord. So, if we want to remain conditioned, we can remain conditioned for the rest of eternity. It's no problem. Yes, it's our choice. It's exhibition of our minute freedom. Every living entity has minute freedom because the living entity is minute. So his freedom is also minute. It's not absolute freedom, but minute freedom. But this is exhibition of our freedom, what we want to choose. Either Krishna consciousness or material existence. Yes. And because we are already materially conditioned, it's much easier to accept conditioning. Yes. It's not so easy to decide I want to be Krishna conscious, because it's completely against our conditioned nature. It's the opposite to our conditioned nature. Our conditioned nature instructs us, fight for your name, fight for your recognition, fight for your honor, fight for your right. Don't be submissive. But devotional service means to be dasa, dasana, dasa. And das means to be submissive. What else is servant? Servant is submissive, isn't it? Servant is not the master. So we have to train ourselves to be submissive if you want to be das. If you want to be Prabhu, then we can just continue to try for the rest of eternity. No one will object. Krishna will not object. So we can try. Other living entities will object. No, you're not Prabhu. I'm Prabhu. Yes, then there will be fight for supremacy. I want to be supreme. No, I want to be supreme. Yes. Wife wants to rule over her husband, and husband wants to rule over his wife. And children want to rule over their parents, and vice versa. And government wants to rule over the citizens, and citizens want to rule over the government. So everyone wants to be supreme, and no one recognizes our supremacy, and therefore we have to fight in this world. Therefore there is fight on all levels of existence, actually. Even if we take a drop of blood, we can see one particles of blood in a war against other particles. Intruders. Yes. This is the law of material life, fight. But if we want to be Krishna conscious, we have to become submissive. We have to become das. Das, das, anudas. The servant of the servant of the servant. Yes. And we may understand theoretically this, but when we use such language to be submissive, we don't like it anymore. Yes. It's repulsive. to our false ego, isn't it? Who would willingly be submissive? Is there anyone who wants to be submissive, who will find pleasure in being submissive? It's not easy, is it? Yes, this was I dreaded the most when I joined Krishna consciousness. This idea that I have to become a servant. It was completely against my idea. Yes, to become a servant. This intolerable thought. I remember my Guru Maharaj explained that he wrote a letter to his parents, and he signed it as your servant. And they answered this letter, how can you become such a person? We have taught you that you should have self-esteem and so on, and now you're writing that you're a servant. You shouldn't be a servant. You should stand on your legs and so on and so forth. And he wrote back, servant of your servant. Hare Krishna. And then didn't respond. Yes, Hare Krishna. So it's not easy to become a servant. Yes, from if we have proper understanding of it. But if you want to become a devotee of Krishna, if you want a relationship with Krishna, we have to become a servant. There is no option, no alternative. But service in the spiritual realm is the most relishable thing. Actually, there is no love without service. Do you know any form of love without service? No, there is no love without service. So, love is based on service. Yes, there is no love without service. So, we abhor this idea of being a servant because we don't experience love. That's the only reason. Otherwise, it's most ecstatic to be a servant. But only to those who we love, really. And we feel that they unconditionally love us. Then we are happily servants in such a situation because we don't feel exploited. Isn't it? Therefore, it's so important in these spiritual communities that we feel love to each other. That those who are senior, that they love junior. Those who are in the leading position, that they show their love. Yes, but this love can be expressed in different ways. Sometimes punishment is also expression of love. Yes. Krishna is also using this technique of showing his love to direct us to him. So yes, this we should adopt this idea that I should be a servant and serve happily. So serve with the idea that I'm just try to love Krishna. I just try to love his devotees because his devotees are most dear to him. No one is as dear to Krishna as his devotees. Yes. Samoham sarvabhutishu nametveshyosti napriya. Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya mayitedeshu chapraha. It is explained in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. I'm equal to everyone. Samoham sarvabhutishu, to every living entity. But those who serve me with love, I become their friend. They are in me and I'm in them. And in Bhagavatam it is explained that Ham Bhakta Paradino Hyasvatantra Ivadvija Sadhubirgrasta Hridayo Bhaktari Bhakta Junapriya. That I'm not independent. I'm completely dependent on my devotees. So he's also servant of his devotees. Actually, the Lord is servant of everyone, of every living entity, but especially his servants. Yes. So when we read such philosophy of Krishna, that he's the source of everything, material, spiritual worlds, and so on, this meant for two purposes. One, first to understand, to slowly rise our consciousness on transcendental platform. And the other purpose is to admire Krishna. How wonderful is my Lord. Yes, how wonderful is my Lord. And he has unlimited potencies, unlimited attractive features. So I want to meditate only on my Lord all the time. So therefore it's beneficial to know tattva. And for our proper understanding is crucial. It's not just beneficial, but it's crucial to understand. Yes. So from these verses, we should understand that the Lord Chaitanya, who came to this world just to distribute most intimate love to every living entity, is the same Supreme Person as Lord Govinda. And we have Govinda Madhava here on the altar with Srimati Radharani. And they are giving us their mercy and inviting us to their most intimate abode. So through this understanding, we can approach the most merciful abode, most intimate abode of Lord Krishna, and become a servant of the servants of Srimati Radharani in pleasing Lord Krishna. And this is the highest benefit, highest blessing that we have received from Lord Chaitanya. And since we are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, we should understand this. There is no higher spiritual existence than to assist Radha and Krishna in their loving pastimes. Yes. It's the most blissful existence of the Lord. It is explained that Lakshmi Devi even performed thousands and thousands years of austerity, of tapasya, to enter rasa dance of Krishna. But she couldn't attain it. It's interesting, isn't it? So we are offered something that Lakshmi Devi herself cannot achieve. Yes. So we shouldn't take this cheaply. We should take it seriously. And proper understanding of this can come only through the chanting of the holy name. It's not possible to understand this deeply without connection with the holy name. Yes. If we just hear this, and even if we believe this, there will be no actual benefit if we don't connect with the Lord. And in Kali Yuga, the only connection is through holy name. We are hearing philosophy, we are honoring prasad, we are dancing in front of the Lord just to connect with Him. And the only possible connection is through holy name. Yes. Therefore, chant the holy name with utmost serious attitude. Yes. No talking during chanting, no reading during chanting, or no doing anything during chanting. Yes. Just chant, and try to chant in one go. Then you can go deep. Don't be superficial in your spiritual life, because superficiality means material consciousness. Yes. No connection. Yes. If you are superficial, how can we connect? With whom we will connect? We are superficial just because we have cheating mentality. Yes. By this process, I will attain Krishna, but heart is not important. But this is Krishna consciousness movement. It's all about our heart. It's all about our consciousness. So by mechanical process, nothing will be achieved. Yes. Maybe we'll be pious person, following four regulative principles, and our mouth may be chanting 16 rounds or more. But if we remain on the surface and don't go deep, there will be no connection, and nothing will happen in the future. One may have this idea, one day I will wake up and be pure devotee. No, it doesn't happen like this. You have to connect, you have to pray, you have to cry for this mercy. Yes, therefore, Guru Govinda Maharaj, when he opened a temple in Orissa, in Bhubaneswar, I believe, or where, he said that he opened the school for crying. Yes. Because only then, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj said that this crying may not mean with our tears, but should be crying of our hearts. Because Srila Prabhupada said that artificial tears will wash away all conclusions of the Vedas. So, pretense will not help. Yes. May cheat others, or may cheat even our own selves, but will not help. So we should really hanker, develop this hankering. And we can develop this hankering only by proper hearing, proper association, and dedicated chanting. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur said in Prema Bhakti Chandrika, don't associate with materialists. Yes. And then he further states, don't associate with karmis, those who perform different rituals. Don't associate with jnanis, those who would like to develop spiritual understanding. And don't associate with mixed devotees. Even devotees who are not fixed in devotional service, and their idea is not, I live just for Krishna's pleasure. Don't associate with them, because they will convey their understanding of happiness. We all want to be happy. We are blissful by nature, so we want to be blissful all the time. So if we are not serious in devotional life. If this is not our only desire, or at least we don't allow other desires to be there, then we convey to everyone in this particular way, I can be happy, I believe I can be happy. So therefore, such association is detrimental, even of mixed devotees. Don't associate with mixed devotees. Associate with those who try to develop pure devotional service. Yes. And be one of them too. Yes. Then you'll not be cheated. Otherwise, you'll be cheated. Yes. Therefore, Bhagavatam in the very beginning said, Dharma projita ketavatra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. It kicks out all cheating religion. Yes. All desires for selfish profit. Hare Krishna. Is there any comment or question or doubt? Yes, please.
Just a very brief question. You spoke about the qualities of a devotee. Were you referring to the 26 qualities?
Yes, these are mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion. And they can be mentioned also in Chaitanya Charitamrita, I'm not sure.
It's a list of 26, I think.
Yes. So you can check it. Yeah. Okay, good. Is there anything else? Okay.
In the beginning, you said all the desires also come from the Lord. So does this include both material and spiritual desires, or just the spiritual desires? Or just to add to this, are material desires perverted version of spiritual desire? And if yes, then what is the spiritual desire of getting intoxicated?
Yes, it's an interesting question. Exactly, all material desires are perverted reflection of spiritual desires. And spiritual desire for intoxication is to be intoxicated by love of Krishna. As we can see, Lord Chaitanya, for example, he was completely intoxicated with love of Krishna. And so much so that he rubbed his face against the wall and blood was oozing out of it. Yes. And he was so intoxicated with love that there were 3 doors bolted, locked from outside, and he got out somehow or other. And his body elongated one time. The next time it completely shortened. Yes. Like a tortoise, his limbs came inside of his body. So this is complete intoxication with the love of the Lord. Yes, actually desire, as explained by Srila Prabhupada, is a sign of life. Everyone has desire. In material conditioning, we have desire for our existence, for our, to know things and to be blissful, to experience pleasure. Yes. On spiritual level, we have all these things. So our only desire is to please Krishna. Yes, in so many various forms. So Krishna has unlimited pastimes, unlimited relationships. So you can have unique relationship, unique form of pleasure with Krishna. Yes. So in this ever liberated state, we have desires just to please Krishna. Hare Krishna. You have a...
Yes. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote Sharanagati, the surrendering process.
Yes.
And although it is very pleasing to read, very spacious, mandatory and blissful, sometimes it's a bit, if you have material desires, if you have some anartha, it's a little painful to the heart. Although you know it's auspicious and beneficial for you, but still it's not easy to apply in your life.
Yes, yes. I spoke about this in this class. We are so attached to our material conditionings. We are attached to this body, attached to our position, attached to the recognition that we receive, attached to everything that we are not ready to give it up. Yes. And therefore we suffer again and again and again, because material world means always changing. So everything is always taken away from you. The youth is taken away. Our children are taken away. Our attractiveness is taken away. Everything is taken away sooner or later. So as long as we don't want ready to give them up for Krishna's pleasure, we will suffer again and again and again. And we can see these different people now. It used to be movie stars, but now even ordinary people, they do these plastic surgeries to maintain their outlook, although they usually become even more ugly than they were before. But still, the mentality is, I want to preserve my beauty. I want to preserve this, I want to preserve that. And so I'm fighting against the whole material energy. It's not possible. So we have to understand this and then surrender to Krishna. And then we can be happy. Yes, but it can be painful as long as we maintain our material existence.
Easy to read.
Yes, but to apply.
Because you want
Yes.
to apply.
Yeah. You had a question.
Yeah. In this regard, what does it mean to be free?
What does it mean to be free? This is a very good question. Free means to become a servant of Krishna. We should know we are Tatastha Shakti, or marginal energy. So we are not independent. We are either under the influence of spiritual energy or under the influence of material energy. So freedom in our language means to become subordinate to Lord's spiritual energy. Then we can express our nature freely under the influence of spiritual energy. We can become whatever we would like to become. Every desire of ours is fulfilled because it's connected to Krishna, to loving Krishna. But also in material realm, we can become whatever we want according to our consciousness. But this state is always painful. So we can become a demigod if this is our consciousness. We can become a pig if this is our consciousness. So according to our consciousness, we form our existence. Yes, either animalistic or divine. So freedom, according to our understanding, is to attain our Krishna conscious position. Yes, this is the only freedom we can achieve to be connected to Krishna, to be servants of Krishna. Hare Krishna. You had a question, Mataji? Yes.
Sometimes we speak about association, like externally, association with the guru, association with you have something external, but the association comes from inside. For example, when you worship the deities, your association, this moment, the one moment when you can association with Krishna. But most of time you do this only you do Maharaj, you do what, and I think this you cannot association really, because if you look the life of the devotees, you do only the activities, spiritual activities, but the association is not there.
So association with devotees, you mean?
Yeah, only for mind.
Yes. This is material life. That we are bereft of association many times. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur prays that even if I'm born again and again, let me have association of Ramachandra Das Kaviraj Goswami, and then my life will be perfect. So we should pray for good association of pure devotees, or at least devotees who try to be pure devotees, consciously try to be pure devotees, not that they just declare like this. Yes, and hearing is also type of association. So you can hear devotees who inspire you to surrender to Krishna unconditionally. And this is very beneficial association. To hear all the time such encouraging words, just surrender to Krishna unconditionally. Serve the devotees. And if we are in a community like this, we can have unlimited opportunities to serve the devotees. With happy heart. Maybe not every devotee is trying to become pure devotee, but we should have the mentality of being a servant. Maybe we don't associate with everyone, but we should serve everyone. Yes. We shouldn't feel superior to others. Maybe they are very materialistic. Some devotees may be very materialistic, I don't know. But we shouldn't feel superior to them, even if we try to become pure devotee. We should feel compassion, and if we are able to help them, we should try to help them to surrender to Krishna. But if we are not able, then we should feel compassion, but not associate with them. But we should be their well-wisher. Even though we don't associate with them, we shouldn't gossip about them. Yes. Or cultivate bad feelings towards them. But pray for them. Feel compassion towards them. They are suffering, actually. And as long as we have any bad feeling in our heart, it's a sign of envy, actually. It's envy. Because I can hear many times why this devotee doesn't serve. And we are not satisfied with this. He should serve. Have you heard such things before? Yes. But we should know devotional service is extremely rare. If he doesn't value devotional service, no one can force him to serve, and it wouldn't be proper. He has his free will either to serve or not. For the rest of eternity, he has this opportunity to either serve or not. Of course, if there is a devotional community, we should have some standards of service. But as Prabhupada said, that we don't tolerate in our communities those who just sleep and eat.
Lazy and crazy.
Yes, lazy and crazy. But we as devotees, we should appreciate everyone and try to help them. And see that we maintain and cultivate service mentality. Yes. So this service mentality is a gift. It's not a curse upon us that we have to serve. It's a gift to perform devotional service. There is no other gift so precious in the whole of existence as mentalities to serve. Yes. Opportunity to serve Krishna. Nothing is as precious as this. So yes, and we should search for such association who has such understanding of devotional service, that they are happy to be servant of the servant. And only in such association we can develop this consciousness also, really. And by dedicated chanting, and dedicated hearing. Okay, thank you very much for your association. Grantaraj Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisance.
Sakal Patarya Cha, Vrinda Sindhu, Vinata, Patitana Pavanyo,